Hello guys, so soon there's gonna be season, which is very likely gonna be on 27th because the event is supposed to end on 27th, indicated to say end of July it will be season starting. So 27th is very likely gonna be the day or maybe the day after. So I'm gonna talk about the perks a little bit and what I'm gonna choose and what do I think about it and what do you guys think about it. Do tell me in the comments. One of my viewers actually shared this kind of cool website. It's from Mr. Sour again. This guy posts a lot of things. He has like up-to-date stuffs a lot. So do check out if you guys want to, mrsour.com. Anyways, so he has this perk build website, which still needs some adjusting though. Translated from Russian to English, some things are wrongly translated. And before that, actually, let's talk about what Nikita said. Core Breach explained modifiers. Their values may change before the start of the season for balancing reasons, because some of them are kind of ridiculous. So let's check it out. Non-working insurance. This is straightforward. So no insurance, but there's gonna be Jäger insurance on PvP mode and PvE mode rather than the season. They did talk about that yesterday, I covered that. Black Division unit fighters appear on locations. Okay, yeah, this is not a good reference. If you read it from here, no insurances cannot insure items before raid. And the Black Division operators can be encountered on specific locations. I thought it was roaming Black Division, but they are gonna be on specific locations, maybe labs, Black Keycard room, or something like that, like really specific. That's what I'm thinking. No found in raid for Hideout. Hideout zones don't require the found in raid status. Overall, yesterday they posted something that they're gonna let people progress fast at the starting point. I think the Hideout upgrade is gonna be easier, and then also including Handyman, which is item crafting time is reduced by 50%, and then crafting skill starts at level 51, which means you can craft two things at once, just like what I have in PvE right now at 51. So you can basically send two scav keys, or you can craft two things at once. Pretty interesting. From workbench, I'm guessing a lot of people are gonna go for ammo and meds, basically, or I kind of wanted to cover what kind of crafting we should, focus on or something like that, but it's gonna be really different from what they've been saying. The crafting is gonna change a lot too, because they're gonna change Hideout and they're gonna change questing, they're gonna change a lot of things they said. So I don't think it's like too meaningful to cover that. But anyways, do realize yourself that you can craft two things at once and you don't need to level up the craft. Focus on ammo, meds, or the quest items you need, or even armor shortage. There's an armor shortage. The traders across the Tarkov are experiencing an armor shortage. I'm pretty sure you can make those on here. Usually like this one. That one could be good, I guess. Maybe in this one, really early stage. This one. Like, it does have a lot of options you can check. I think they're gonna add more. Anyways, there's gonna be armor shortage and season PMCs. Your character gains 25% more raid experience. That was the global modifiers until now. Now you could choose positive modifiers and negative modifiers, which will make you spend points or earn points. If you select it, you'll get minus points. So you lose points from getting a positive modifier, but if you get negative modifiers, you will earn points. So yeah, you can kind of like manage and build your whole build from here. But do realize if you're checking on English version, it does have some errors or different meanings. I'll talk about it along the way again. But anyways, Marathoner. Arm and leg stamina is consumed 50% slower. Pretty straightforward. I'm definitely gonna go with that. It's a big deal, especially if you start and then if you're gonna play a long time, it's gonna affect for a long time. It's a pretty big point, minus 3 points. The juice time. Consuming juice gives you painkillers effect for 60 seconds, which is exactly the same on the actual modifier name. But I wouldn't really recommend that because you will be able to get therapist, analgin at level 1 for usage, and it says 80 seconds and there's no more dehydration. It used to have dehydration, so I used to hate it. The drinking juice takes forever too. I don't know if juice time is that worth it. I personally don't think so. Businessman. Once a week, you receive kickbacks for protecting certain scavs. I'm kind of planning to do this because of my name, and then like could be something interesting. They could bring you like tons of money maybe. I'm planning to like test out everything as much as possible. I got like 2 accounts anyways, and then see how it goes. And Hercules, minus 3 points. Starting strength and endurance level are high or by 15 levels, which is basically, it says strength and endurance skills start at level 15, which is big. You won't be panting at the start, which was the most annoying part of the new season, new wipe. So I'm definitely gonna go for that. And because of that, I won't be doing the average Joe, which is actually average, minus 3 points. Hypodipsia, depletes 15% slower hydration. I don't really care about that, ignore. Average Joe, all skills start at level 25, maximum level of all skills will be 25. It's kind of a bit confusing because the maximum level kind of sounds like you could get elite perk at level 25 too, but it's not like that. All character skills start at level 25 but cannot be increased further, excluding crafting, because crafting will be, you know, elite perk already. I was thinking this was gonna be really good, but it's minus 10 points and also you already get 15 level from Hercules. So I think this is like completely useless after seeing this one. Before this one, I was like, okay, maybe at the start it's gonna be like huge benefit and you can like snowball it hard. Now at this point, I think I'm gonna ignore it. Safecracker. When using a mechanical key, there's a 20% chance to not lose durability. Mechanical key have a 20% chance not to lose durability when used. Okay, let's just read through this one because it's kind of confusing. I don't really care about this one. I don't think it matters that much. If you have like a lot of money, you can buy keys anyways, or some of the keys, maybe like really important keys, which is 1 out of 1 usage key, something like that, might not get broken and you can actually use it later. Maybe like the door key, I guess. I don't know. It could be like specifically really good, but in general, it's not going to be good. Compared to Marathon Runner, you're going to be like, it's going to affect your whole rate. Every fucking game is going to affect you. But this one is like barely going to affect you. And it costs minus 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that. Sailor's Nostalgia minus 2. Consuming canned fish grants the health regeneration plus 2 effect for 10 seconds. Because if you look at Properto, it says health regeneration duration 300 seconds plus 1. I'm pretty sure this is all body. Do I have to check it real quick? Oh my god, let's just check it out real quick. It's explosive. There we go. Now we use the Properto. It's gonna. Oh, what the fuck? It doesn't heal all the bodies at once? It's not simultaneous on every body? It just spreads out? So yeah, then this won't be that good, I guess. Health generation plus 2 effect for 10 seconds. What was the Properto? It was plus 1 for 300 seconds. Plus 2 is a little bit more faster and effective, I guess. But it's not all body part, but it slowly like disperses on every body part. Random body part. But I guess if it fills up, it will be healing only one part. 1 tick of health every second. Yeah, I can see that part here. That is definitely going to be the last part that's going to actually be healed. And a good portion though. Head has the smallest health pool. That's why it's the slowest. But it's going to end up... Wow, okay. It does end up being everywhere to get filled at once almost simultaneously. It ended up, so it disperses pretty evenly for 300 seconds plus 1, but it's going to be plus 2 for 10 seconds. I think it's useless. I personally think it's useless, but if you really want it, I guess I just wanted to like quickly check that. The Tarkov shooter minus 3 points. Bolt action rifle skills leveling speed is 100% increase, and then bolt action rifle skill starts at at level 10. I mean, bolt action quests exists a lot, and then skill is pretty good, I guess. And if you like bolt actions, but I'm definitely not gonna do that one. But if you look at the bolt action skills, you can see the reload speed, weapon switching speed, weapon recoil, and then weapon ergonomics. What does the elite skill do? Elite level, steady aim for the first 3 seconds with any stamina condition. Oh, that's pretty good. Doubles the mastering gain. Mastering gain is like whatever nowadays. Sprinter, minus 2. Running speed is increased by 5%. I think that's really big. Thinking that how much you're gonna run around in the game. So I'm definitely gonna grab that one, which is this one. I'm gonna ignore that one. Polyphagia, energy is consumed 15% slower. I don't give a F about that. Kappa Protocol, minus 21. Immediately receive secure container Kappa. But I think you want to realize that Kappa, that overall they're gonna make it easier to progress in the game again. Anyways, it's level 4 traders, reputation on fence level 3, and then character level 40, chemical part 4, a shooter born in heaven, the Tarkov shooter part 4, sweet good part 4. A lot of people are talking about level 40, but guys, if you have duo or trio, it's gonna be like crazily easy in my opinion, because all the quest kill counts are gonna share. Group shared kill objectives for the quest. So if you have like a friend who can play all day all night doing the same quest together, you can even get Kappa together pretty quick because all the kill counts will share between you guys. If you go in this like 3-minute or 4-minute and kill like 5-minute at once, you're gonna do whatever the quest it was, kill 5 PMCs all together, and all you survive. Quest done in one raid. It's crazy. Do remind yourselves that. So Kappa Protocol is minus 21 points. I don't know. I don't think it's like that worth it because Kappa is gonna get easier. Group sharing, you're gonna be easier to level up. Everything's gonna be easier. But it's 21 points. And also, especially if you have unheard or you know, gamma from EOD, you don't need it, in my opinion. Bushborn, walking in vegetation generates 50% less noise and movement slow down. I think I'm definitely gonna pick that up because I'm a bushwalkie. 5 point. I might have to cancel it because it's a lot of point. And youth, energy is consumed 20% slower. I don't really care about that part, but arm and leg stamina is increased by 10. How much is it basically? Is it 100? It doesn't really show your number, does it? I don't think I've ever seen my stamina number ever. J6. It gives you 30? It does give you 30. Let's see. I have a skill endurance 25%, so I have 25% increased stamina. Let's use the SJ6 and see how much I get. Huh. So I got like 20% more from that, I think. No, 10% more from that on the green bar and 20% more on the arm bar, I think. 10 is gonna be still effective, but not that big, I guess. It could be a good start, and I mean, I think it's gonna be. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I'm gonna definitely pick it up because, again, think it again. It's every fucking raid that's gonna affect you. You gotta think of those kind of things whenever you're selecting a perk. Like, Safecracker, mechanical keys have 20% chance to not lose durability. Who the fuck cares about that? I mean, you can care about it if you love, like, prior opening march rooms, but this is gonna be every fucking raid, you know? And the diet, I don't really care. All provisions consume 50% less resource. Thrombophilia, -2. Bleeding chance is decreased by 25%. This could be good, but it's definitely not worth the point in my opinion. Strong bones, -3. Limb fracture chance is decreased by 50%. Falling from heights deal 50% less damage, -3. I think a lot of chat players are gonna do it by dropping down from, you know, Shoreline Resort or something like that and kill the guys on the bottom. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I already spent 17 points. Let's go to the negative ones. I think negative ones, you're gonna have to select a lot if you want to get to 17. So I'm gonna select almost everything. Bleeding chance increased by 25%. I'm gonna have to bring more meds, basically. All medkits consumes 25% more resource. Well, that hurt +2. Definitely gonna have to use it, I guess. You know, Salawa's gonna deplete faster. Maybe I need to bring 2 Salawas. Or 1 Salawa and 1 IFAC or something like that. Chronic fatigue syndrome. Energy is consumed 50% faster. I have to select that if I want all those perks. Allergic. Become allergic to 2 random items from the provisions or medication category. They did mention what it's gonna be before. Allergy works like in real life. You will have to figure out what you're allergic to. You're gonna have to eat it and try it. So you might be allergic to like even like the bandages, I'm guessing. Allergy applies only to meds, stimulants, and drinks and food, and does not affect the medkits or the CMS. There were some people who were confused about this. Medkits are the ones that uppers your health from like 0 to 440. Meds and medkits are 2 different things. Medkits are like cheese, IFAC, AFAC, Salawa, car. Meds is, you know, bandage, army bandage, splint. Stimulances are, I think he's talking about injectors. I'm pretty sure, drinks and food. So these are gonna be allergic. When the allergy triggers, you first receive a hand tremor effect, just like whenever your stimulant goes away. And then following by poisoning that deals damage to your health, which is gonna be, I guess, the unknown toxin similar to that, or maybe new poisoning. then you can use like Blue Blood, Perforatora, or XTG to heal yourself from poisoning, which is gonna be pretty annoying, I think. But if you want to take all these points that I'm trying to do, like 17 points, I think you need to select it and pray for the god. It's only 2 items. And there's a lot of substitutes for the bandage or the splints. If you gotta use the bandage, you can use, you know, the army bandage, or use both of them. You can just use eye effect, the higher number, rather than using the bandage. Like, you can kind of go through it. You can kind of like take care of it. It's not like super difficult in my opinion. It's not gonna be like that effective in my opinion. And Great Dignity, I think, is supposed to be the third leg. Movement speed is decreased by 1%, which is not a big deal. Buying items at Therapist is 5% cheaper. This will kind of like counter the ones that it has resource of all medkits depletes 25% faster, or the chance to bleed is, you know, you can buy more meds because it's cheaper because you got the third leg. So I'll definitely pick that one. That's more buff rather than a nerf. Osteoarthritis, which is a limb fracture chance 50%, and they're falling from high steel 50% damage. I do need to talk about this one because if you select this one, I think you won't be able to select this one. This is kind of obvious because it counters each other and it's gonna just, you know, zero it out. As far as we know from the screenshots that BSG shared, there was something like this. Sturdy Bones is locked by the modifier Osterel or whatever, Porosis. So this should be locked each other. The counter ones or parallel ones are gonna be locked between each other. So you gotta know that. Skill experience gain is reduced by 25%. This one, maximum skill level is 30. It's not that. That one's also like kind of confusing. All character skills can only be increased up to level 30. So you cannot maximize your skill, or you can't get the elite perks. And your skill levels are 25% slower. I'm definitely not gonna take that one. I'm not gonna take that one. Dwarf Nose, which is a personality vacuum. Charisma skill cannot be increased, and all trader items cost 20% more. You just gotta play more. The kid I did mention about the personality vacuum. You will still be able to obtain Kappa, he says. Broken secure container is an interesting one too, plus 4 points. Secure container is restricted to cache, keys, dog tags, special equipment, and certain containers, such as like dog tag case or documents. I'm not gonna take this one because you might get a Linux, you might get something like a Bitcoin, and you won't be able to put it in there. It's gonna affect your game a lot. And I'm like all in for looting. Exhaustion recovers 15% slower. Arm and leg stamina is reduced by 10. That's literally countered by use again. So I don't think you can select both of these two, even though it has like 2 different numbers. Hydration depletes faster from polydipsia, +1. Definitely gonna take that one. You just gotta drink more. Dr. Jekyll. After gaining the flesh wounds status +1, it cannot be removed until the end of the raid. It could be really annoying though. If I keep on running, I'll keep bleeding and bleeding while the flesh wounds won't go away. Usually what happens is your flesh wounds will go away and they turn into bleed. But if I have this, you will have the flesh wound and also get the bleed. And the bleed, and the bleed, and the bleed. I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen. Replaces heavy bleed after being bandaged. However, it will revert into heavy bleed if the affected body part takes major damage, such as bullet. Also, sprinting and jumping may cause light bleed. This is what it is, but it will never go away for a raid. So it could be pretty damning. And non-working flea market, +6 points, which is pretty damn big. Trading with players on the flea market is disabled. A lot of people are saying this should give you more points if you really want. This is gonna affect your whole fucking gameplay. Maybe from level 15. Is it level 15 nowadays for the flea market, the restriction? Yeah, I think this needs more points, so I wouldn't take that one. But this makes me not have -1 point. Total is below 0, so I might just ignore this one. The businessman, it gives you 1 point. So this will be my build: Marathoner, Hercules, Sprinter, and Bushborn use. And then Hemophilia, Ow It Hurts, Chronic Fatigue Syndrome, Allergic, Great Dignity, which is third leg, Osteoporosis, Dwarf Nose, which is Personality Vacuum, Polyphysia, and then Dr. Jekyll. So yeah, what do you guys think about it? Do tell me in the comments. The kid did mention a couple more things. Connection to the arena will exist for the whole season, but the logic is going to be similar to PvE. You can gain experience and skill experience and mastery there, and transfer items from the arena to seasons, which sounds bad for me, but anyways, ref quests that you send you to arena will be unavailable in seasons. Modifiers will only apply to PMC, so you can play scavs, whatever. Prestige will not be obtainable in seasonal character. So yeah, those are the things I can cover. I might change it a bit, but I'll definitely do a second character to like actually check how it's gonna affect as much as possible later on. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Do tell me in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have these kind of contents, please leave a like, and also if you want to check out our live streams, check out Twitch, YouTube, and Kickstream. And I'll see you in the next video.